Welcome, one and all. This is the Major Players live on Instagram. Once again, we are back and we are live on Instagram yet again. Thank you all for joining us, whether you're watching us right now live, whether you're watching this later on delay, or watching the video later on. Still fine. Welcome. Come on in and enjoy as the Pro Wrestling Central, the Major Players are back after, I think, 3 months is the last time we did this one. And when Jeremy gets it, oh, he's here. So Jeremy, click the join button. I'm going to let you in. We last did this 3 months ago. That's the last time we did this. The last time we did an actual Royal Rumble prediction was, just give me a second, guys. Just doing something here real quick. The last time we had done a Royal Rumble prediction was 2 years ago. I'm going to let Jeremy in so that we can... We go. I've let the bald eagle in. He should be here shortly. And I'm going to try my utmost best, though no promises, to try and keep my brother dirty jokes to a minimum. But I can't make any promises. I hear audio. I don't see a bald head.
I can see my bald head.
I can't see it. Where are you?
I'm here.
Do you see me?
I can see you. That's a very fetching red shirt you have on there.
Listen, I'm representing the Royal Rumble colors, all right? Royal Rumble colors of red.
Aside from, you can see there, aside from my oh no, you can't see that. So I've got my Titus O'Neil autograph picture behind me. And if anybody now you can see it. I'm representing LA today.
I
No, you
can't
can't see it.
see you, Jeremy. I think you need to put your camera on because I
My
can't
camera
see you.
is
I just
on.
see
It's
myself.
on the phone, damn it.
How do I not see you at all?
Because I'm like John Cena.
Jeremy, I can't
I've
see
been
you.
making John Cena
Literally,
jokes
I'm
all
just
week
seeing
long. How about now?
still nothing. I just see myself. I hear you, but I cannot see you. Literally, I'm gonna take a picture with my other phone and show you what I'm seeing. I don't know if you can check your WhatsApp right now.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do something.
Because right now I don't see you. Okay, I'm sending you a picture on WhatsApp of what I see, and I don't see you. It's just me. And I hear feedback. I can hear my echo.
Let's do something.
Welcome to everyone who's joining us on this live. We're just experiencing some technical difficulties. So guys who are watching this live right now, guys who are watching this later on delay, just hang tight. We are experiencing some technical difficulties with Jeremy joining us. So just bear with us. But like I was saying, the Major Players last did a Royal Rumble prediction 2 years ago on our YouTube channel, back when we had a 4-man panel and we were doing it pre-recorded. 2022 we were predicting, and the last time we did one of these Instagram live predictions, October, the last Sunday of October. I think it was October 29, if I'm not mistaken. Probably. But yeah, it's been a long while to get to this, but we're going to give you our predictions live right now on Instagram. There are 4 official matches announced for the card, of which there are 3 rumored matches that are going to be added. Okay, let's try this again. I'm going to try and bring Jeremy on again. Let's see if it works.
There we go. Now I see the bald head and the Titus O'Neil poster in the back. There we go. That's your doppelganger.
You
And
see
I
my new spot?
between Titus O'Neil, Shaquille O'Neal, and Terry Crews, I don't know which one looks like you more.
I'll take that as a compliment. I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, you notice the pattern with all three of them. They all have the hair, same head, the same scalp, the same skin tone, everything.
Wait. One more thing. One more thing. I am repping LA Knight today. There you go.
That's not LA Knight, that's AJ
That's
Styles.
LA, man. Look carefully. It's got lots of weird stylized things, but that's an
Okay,
LA.
camera's reversed. Your camera's reversed. It looks like AJ in reverse. Yeah,
Wonderful. Wonderful.
lovely.
And I set this up. I set this up on purpose so that for the entire shot, I'm going to be like this. See? There you go. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
I
Wait, hold on.
see. I see. Let's see how long that lasts. I'm surprised you didn't even want to put maybe a headband on. Maybe add another wrestler to that
Ooh,
list.
next time. Oh, now you're giving me ideas.
Speaking of the headband, I was just telling the people that there are, as of right now, 4 officially confirmed matches on the Royal Rumble card. However, there are 3 rumored matches to be added, and one of them involves Bobby Lashley. So we're going to get to that in due course. However, let me welcome everyone who is watching. Thank you all for joining us on the live. The major players are back after 3 months on Instagram. We are going live again. The last time we did this was the 29th of October last year.
Oh my
So
God.
it's been a 3 minutes, 3 minute
We are
warning.
nothing if not consistent.
Yes, we are the most consistent. We bring you daily on the minute
We are
updates.
consistently not here.
Hey, listen, that is why I said in 2021, at the end of your season, I was the only major player who appeared on every single prediction video. I am the most consistent. It's you guys, the rest of the major players. Well, I think at this point you're the only major player left. The other two kind of got fogged off. We don't know what happened to them. They just disappeared off
They got
TV.
future endeavored.
And then we had 2 honorary sort of quote unquote major players. One of them has had issues with his health, and the other one hardly ever shows up. But it is what it is. So putting that aside, the last time we did a Royal Rumble video was 2 years ago, January 2022. The last time we predicted the Royal Rumble. That's
Okay. That being said, sorry, my yeah. Hold on. I'm just gonna stick with this. I've been trying to get this phone to like sit where it needs to, and yeah, it's not working.
it's like a
But
dog that
anyway,
doesn't listen.
and I've got 7 of them. I know exactly what that's like. But anyway, coming right back down to the Royal Rumble. So and a bunch of the guys that actually are on the WhatsApp groups and everything else know that I've got this annual tradition where I rewatch Rumble matches going into the actual one. And this is the first year that I am so ahead of schedule. I watched 2023 yesterday. I finished with the 2023 stuff yesterday. And I am so amped for the Rumble right now. I don't know how I'm gonna. It's this next week is gonna be like really pulling teeth to try and like and just wait for next week because damn man, there's some of the stuff in the Rumble. I think we've probably forgotten a lot of things. I forgot a lot of things that happened. I love seeing DiBiase all over again. I'll always go back to that. I love seeing Mr. Perfect. I love seeing Demolition. I love seeing Booker T coming in, doing a spinneroonie, and getting thrown out. Do you have any idea how many times that has happened? Just by the way, Booker T's come out, like everybody
Mhm.
marks out, loses their mind. Booker T is coming down, levels everybody, like bookends and scissor kicks and everything else. Everybody's laid out. Spinneroonie, Royal Rumble Spinneroonie, and then nothing. That's it. Somebody gets up and chucks him up.
Did he have at any point? Did he maybe stop before doing the spinneroonie, grab a mic, point at all of the competitors in the ring, and be like, "We coming for you"?
No, no, it's WWE. They're not allowed to do that. I knew you were going to say
Oh,
that the moment I
but
said Booker T.
Vince McMahon is allowed to say the word on TV to John Cena with Booker T standing off camera and be all right, you know.
Well, it's Vince McMahon. He's allowed to do things like that.
I will. You know my feelings on him. We're not going to get into
Yeah,
that. We're here to talk about the
let's
Royal
just
Rumble.
we here to talk about the Rumble, even though he's one of only two people that have won from number two.
Really, only two people have won from that number.
Only two people have won from number two. Yes, and this is what's going to happen to you at this point in time because I've watched it so many times and I've watched it this week. So I know exactly. And I found a stats page, just by the way. I
Oh,
found a
that's
page just full
fun.
of
So basically,
wrestling.
you're going to be that. You're going to be the WWE video called Rumble by the Numbers for this video.
Basically.
All
Basically.
right, so we're here to talk about Royal Rumble 2024. Thank you to all of our viewers for joining us. Before we get into the official 4 matches announced on the card, there were 3 matches that are rumored that I've seen online, and I've seen it on WWE TV, so it's not a stretch. So we're going to just talk about it in passing before we get to the official card predictions. The first, and actually what's funny is these 3 matches, all 3 are from the SmackDown brand. There's a lot of storyline building from SmackDown, more than Raw for the Royal Rumble. But the first one is a match that was supposed to happen at Survivor Series, but it was taken off due to injury, and now it's rumored to take place at the Royal Rumble. It could happen on TV, but Royal Rumble looks like the logical place for it. It is Santos Escobar versus Carlito. So I'll start it off. This feud, it's kind of dead for me. Like the momentum is kind of slowed since Carlito's injury, and then
No, I
that
don't
whole
think it's
Dragon.
just it's not just Carlitos. It's like Ray getting injured, and I think even the guys that came in, even like Escobar has his new group. Even
Los Lotarios.
that fell a little bit flat as well because I really thought that. Well, I knew at some point they're going to bring in extra guys for him, but it's been a little bit all over the road. I was really expecting like literally something major to happen. I'm a Santos guy. I love Santos. From his NXT days, as far as I was concerned, the biggest mistake they made with him was turning him face. He should never be face. He should never be a good guy. He should always come out there being that smarmy heel and there to screw everybody over. Yes, no, not just. It's just it's his whole presentation. Everything about him screams, "I'm a bad guy." It's
Mm.
it's. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna come back around a little bit. Rumble when we chat about the Rumble. But I have this horrible feeling at some point they're gonna do that with Gunter, where he's going to be at a stage where he's going to keep going the heel route and heel route and heel route, and they're going to try and switch him over into a face. The man should never ever. He's like Ted DiBiase. I'm going to keep coming back to it. DiBiase, guys like Ted DiBiase, guys like Jinder Mahal should never ever have a face run. They should never do things to please the fans. They should be out there. If they're coming out to please the fan, it should be literally a 5 minute thing where you guys love me and everything else, but all of you suck. You can basically that's exactly what should happen every single time.
I think the best thing that could have happened for Santos Escobar was back in Mexico. I do watch Triple Mania often, and he was part of those, they call it Triple Mania from the Triple A Mexico, when he was El Hijo del Fantasma, which actually is where they got the name for his former stable, Legado del Fantasma, was because that was his name as a luchador in Mexico. He lost a mask. It was either a mask versus hair or a mask versus mask match, and he had to unmask. I think that was the best thing to happen for him. For him to hide his face, that face that looks like that could be an ultimate heel face. should not be under a mask. It doesn't work. So I think that was the best thing to happen for him.
Exactly.
He is a great heel. I agree. They shouldn't have turned him face. They should have stayed with the heel thing. But this feud is run out of steam. I have zero interest in it now. That like I was high on it last year, but then after the whole Carlito injury, Ray injury, and just flailing around on the undercard just doesn't do it for me. So you know what? I'm going with Santos Escobar for the win. It doesn't make any sense for Carlito to win this one. And yeah, I don't know. You didn't. I'm not sure if you said who you think is going to win, but I think it's obvious. It's obvious. You're an
I don't have
Escobar
a
guy.
coin down here.
You know?
Um,
Oh my God! You're going to do the two-face thing.
I don't have a coin down here. I seriously, I don't. I couldn't.
Do you want some? I've got some here. Right here.
Let's go with somebody. Who should we pick? Who should we pick? I want his heel run to still continue. I know the people in attendance are going to want Carlito to win, but yeah, I'm gonna
Escobar for the win.
let's go. Yeah, well, let's go. I've always
This
let's
is
go
the
with Escobar.
coin. Even the
That's
coin
what I
agrees
said.
it's going to be Escobar. So even the coin agrees with Escobar. So that's one of the rumored matches. The other rumored match that is set to happen, there was no build. I don't recall seeing a build for it on this week's SmackDown, but it was on the last few SmackDowns. That is Bobby Lashley. That's why I mentioned the headband. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits taking on Karrion Kross and AOP, the Authors of Pain, with Paul Ellering. It is a feud that's been building up. They're rumored for the Royal Rumble, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
it'll be a
should be a
city match.
good match. That should be a very, very good match
Six-man
because I
tag.
actually marked out the other week when AOP showed up again.
I didn't. I mean, I know who the Authors of Pain are. I watched them in NXT. I was very high on them in NXT when they were the NXT Tag Team Champions in 2016. I enjoyed them then. Then they got to the main roster. They started off hot, and then they just deteriorated. Then they went away. When they came back, a lot of people popped. I'm the only
But
person who didn't pop.
aside from that, do you know they were signed on for a while and just never appeared on TV, right?
Yeah. I heard about that. They were signed on for a while, but they were holding off the appearance until the new year. I think they were signed last year sometime. So, I mean, this is obvious. Karrion Kross and AOP for the win. You can't have them lose when they just debuted. And I think the way to take this forward would be a DQ. There needs to be some DQ or some shenanigans because I don't see Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits losing clean unless they are planning for the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley to reignite that feud that they were having last year, where Bobby Lashley was asking the Street Profits to prove themselves. This could give him fuel to say, I don't know.
No. I think the DQ option is probably the best way to do it because it's probably going to be a normal match. That being said, the numbers game doesn't play in to the Street Profits because they've got two people. Well, whatever Cross's group is called, I can't remember it off the top of my
They
head.
do have
I
a
know
name, but I
they have filed for some type of trademark on it. But that being
yeah.
said, if they want to go with a win, I don't think it's the right time for Lashley and the Street Profits to lose right now. Well, I would actually go with Cross's group winning. It makes more sense because they're like newly minted, if you will. So would need to cement them as a group. So yeah,
Yeah.
shenanigans. I would go with Cross's group, but
I
to
just
have it
checked
go on for a while,
I just
to
checked
have
on
it go on.
Google. The name of
Yep.
their stable is the Final Testament. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the name. I like it. I like it.
I
It's
think
nice.
Lashley's group is called Kingdom or something like that. Is what?
Are you sure? They actually have a name.
I think they do have a name.
Let me
I
just
think they
double
do
check
have a name.
this. Let me just check this. Black pro wrestler with headband. Okay, the stable is called The Pride.
The Pride. Yeah, the king. Sorry, I kept thinking about Lion King for some reason.
You're gonna hold one of your dogs over over something
Weirdly, none of them are around here at the moment. It's like
because
they
they
all
know
left.
they'll
Okay,
be
okay.
victimized.
Royal Rumble quiz time.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm
from
terrible
all
with it.
the numbers that have ever come in, right? From all the numbers, there are a few numbers where there've been no winners. Give me one of those numbers.
Number three.
No, wrong.
Number three has won at some point. Wow. Uh,
There has been a number.
um,
There has been a winner from three, and that was 1992.
with a tear in my eye.
There,
I can't do a
there
Ric
you go.
Flair. I sounded like John Laurinaitis
I,
there.
I know all your voices are starting to sound like Laurinaitis at this point in time. But
That's it.
if you
That's,
went one up, if you went one up at number four,
I
you
was
would have
going to
had
go
one.
for that
You would have,
next. I literally,
yeah,
what I was going to do was going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 until I got it.
yeah. You going back to our quiz days. You're going back to the quiz days. That's one of the reasons why the quiz group doesn't
Shut
exist anymore.
down. The spamming. That was terrible.
I
You're also
think, if
one of
I'm
the
not
reasons why it
mistaken,
shut down because you
number
left.
seven, number seven is also a number that we haven't had a winner from.
I would
Yeah,
have
so you
assumed
could have
Australia
gone
would have
there.
won at some point.
Now,
Has
and
13 ever produced a number winner?
sorry.
13. Has that ever produced a winner?
Yes, the very first one that I don't even have to look at the numbers for. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh!
I don't even have to look at the numbers on that one. I know these. It's like it's it's weird.
The thing is, the rumbles you watch as a kid will always be the ones that you remember the most. Even for me, Ruthless Aggression. Ask me who won the 2004 Royal Rumble. I'll tell you. I don't care.
Yeah, same, but mine goes back a little bit further than yours. But like obviously,
Okay, that's some good Royal Rumble trivia. So what I'm thinking is DQ win. The Pride will pick up the win by DQ. Final Testament will have a reason to go on for maybe a tornado tag match at the next pay-per-view, which will be
elimination
Elimination
chamber.
Chamber Perth.
Um,
And,
I'm
and I
gonna switch
have
it
an
up there. I want to switch it up.
okay.
I'm gonna go with nah, I've forgotten their name already. The
The
last
Final Testament.
testament, the final testament, sorry. Okay. It needs to be, you see what I'm saying? They need a win. They need a win to solidify them being a group and being a threat. So I would see them winning. But yeah, tons of shenanigans in this match. Like
You
next
and
level,
Shenanigan.
next level shenanigans.
You have always predicted shenanigans in almost every prediction video of ours.
And I've always been right.
99% of the time. There was the 1% where you predicted shenanigans and it didn't happen. I can't recall the match, but I do remember rubbing it in your face at some point. I can't remember. It was probably like
Yes,
2
there
years
was the
ago.
one time it was tinfoil booking. That was the only time when Vast was like had something on me.
He, he did what Papa Shango did to Ultimate Warrior. So
Good
yeah, I'm
stuff.
predicting that. And like I mentioned, the Elimination Chamber Perth, guys, we are planning, Pro Wrestling Central is planning a live watch along for that show for Elimination Chamber Perth. We are 9 hours behind Australia. So the possibility would be the show would start here at probably either 9 or 10 a.m. in the morning on Saturday morning, the 24th of February. So, guys, stay tuned. If we get interest, we are going to do a live watch along right here on Instagram for Elimination
Well,
Chamber
I'm
Perth. But moving
just gonna
on,
put this out there, right? Seeing that I'm now in my
Mhm.
new spot here, that I actually have some space.
Man
I'm
Cave.
gonna get a couch down here. Get my boys to come down. Get my kids to come down. Probably set up a TV or something down here. And yeah, you guys can watch us with Marco and Jason probably
Marking out.
trying to figure out what's going on the screen with the weird people wrestling. Yeah, they are aware of it. They are aware of wrestling.
Aware. The way you
Yeah,
worded that,
they
they
are
are
aware of.
aware I'm a wrestling fan.
Yes. The same
Marco
way,
has no idea why you named him that.
the same way, the same way that my wife walks around whenever I say when, like, literally we'll be having proper conversations. No, not just that one. Not just that one. My wife genuinely will stop in the middle of a conversation. We will be having a serious conversation, work related, like church related, like genuine conversations, and someone will say the word acknowledge. You've seen it. You've seen it
I
with your
thought
own eyes. You
I'm a
know
witness.
exactly.
I'm a witness to a crime, domestic abuse. Anyways, that's a great idea. So, guys, if you want to see that, comment down below. You're watching this tape delay, you're watching this live, comment down below. If you want to see Jeremy's, well, we all know Heath Slater's got kids. Jeremy's got kids and dogs. So maybe they'll
And the
all watch
wife.
wrestling together. Apparently, I don't know how we all ended up with that. How did we end up? I don't know. Us wrestling nerds. Anyways, the third and final rumored match for Royal Rumble is for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. It is
Ooh.
rumored to be the current champions, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, versus the former Kabuki Warriors, now part of Damage Control, that is Asuka and Kairi Sane. Based off what happened on SmackDown, I don't know if you've watched it or seen it,
No,
but
no,
it
go,
happened.
go,
There
go.
was a tease. Okay, there was a like in-ring like mentioning, and Bailey was on commentary, so it's like almost confirmed. We don't know if it's going to happen on TV or at the Royal Rumble, but I mean, my prediction for this one is easy. It's easy. It's gonna be we
We,
have
we,
we
we've
have
got a very
someone
interesting person watching along there.
who
Hello, Tin Foil.
unfortunately his name starts with V and the rest of his name sounds like this.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say anything else.
Oh, we're not allowed to say anything else because someone else has joined, and both
Yeah,
of them
we're not allowed to
cannot be
say
seen
who
on
else is
camera.
watching along. Let's go, let's go.
So
Okay,
anyways, yeah,
do you want more trivia? Do you want more trivia? Let's go.
yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so shortest time in the Rumble. I've got one, two, three people that are tied for second place. We all know shortest time in the Rumble, Santino Marella, 1.9 seconds. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. We all know that, right?
Yeah.
Tied is the Warlord at 2 seconds. Hulk Hogan with that elimination. Then we have Sheamus at 2 seconds as well.
When did that happen?
I bet you forgot about that.
Yeah, when did that happen?
Sheamus
Did I miss that Rumble?
2018.
I was watching that Rumble. How do I not remember this?
There you go.
Wait,
And
Titus O'Neil has to be there somewhere.
no. Titus O'Neil is not even on the top 10. Oh, no, wait, he is. 4 seconds.
He has to be.
4 seconds
Yeah,
in
yes.
2015.
That tie
4 seconds
up
in
in the ring.
2015.
And
Xavier Woods is on here as well with 3 seconds.
X-rated Woods.
Nope, we're not going there. And no
To me,
way
it has
will
had a
they.
bad effect on me.
I'm surprised that. Wait, here's another thing that I realized after watching all the Rumbles together. The
Uh,
Godfather. The Godfather slash Karma slash Papa Shango. If you didn't know, we're breaking the fourth wall a little bit. But same guy. There's only one Rumble that I've watched where he's like been in there for a while. And that was, no, actually, I think there was two. One when he came in as Karma, when all the Nation of Domination guys came in. And another one
mhm.
where he came in as the Good Father. And I think he stayed in there for a while. All the rest of them, when he came in as the Godfather, like literally a couple seconds at best. He would come in. He was literally Booker T before Booker T. He would come in.
You mean Wait, you mean there was a time where he was called the Good Father instead of the Godfather? You said Good
Okay,
Father.
time out. Time. There was a group called Right to Censor, right?
I
They
know
were
about them. Yeah.
right. He joined them at one point.
Yes.
Yes. And he came out. He wasn't the godfather at that stage. He was the good father.
I did not know that. I knew about the stable. I knew Ivory was in there.
Yes.
And a couple of the other guys. I think Val Venus was there, but I don't know if he changed his name or something, but the same
Mm,
guy wrapped himself
I
somehow.
think he might have come out as Sean Morley at that point. He might have gone back to his original
Yeah, he
name.
had his real name.
But
Yeah, he came out with his real name.
I think Bull Buchanan was part of it as well.
Yeah.
And
He
yeah.
too.
But he did go by the good father for a long while.
I know Bull Buchanan is B2.
Okay. So anyway,
What? Like,
the last one in there, no way, Jose. All tied for second place at 2 seconds.
there's a shout out for the auditor in the comments. You
Yes,
remember?
there we go. There we go. See, he knows the wrestlers that I like. He does know the wrestlers that I like because
You know the wrestlers that he likes, right? You know the wrestlers he likes?
we can't talk
You want to
about
be
that.
the bird.
Okay, look. Okay, look. Coco Beware, right? Probably had one of the weirdest things happen on the way down to the Rumble. And I'm not talking about the high energy pants. Those were quite weird on their own. But one of the early Rumbles, he came down with Frankie the Parrot with him, right? And they set up like this little T thing where the parrot could sit on. So he came down with the
Yeah.
bird, doing the whole thing all the way down with the bird, gets there, leaves the parrot on the little T thing, gets into the ring. I can't remember the year, but it was an actual thing that I saw happening.
Do you remember the time? I don't know if it was a WrestleMania. I think it was at WrestleMania. The Undertaker came up with the crow. It was one of them. I don't know if it was Giant Gonzalez
Yes,
one or
I don't know which
WrestleMania
one it was, but that's not the only animal. That's not the only
9.
animal that people have come out to at the Royal Rumble.
Matilda,
Renee
the British
Dupree.
Bulldog.
No. They never came out with the bulldog
Oh,
in any of the rumbles. Um,
Jake the
Renee
Snake
Dupree. Renee. Oh yes, Jake the Snake. How can I forget that? He actually eliminated Andre the
with
Giant with with
the
with Damien.
snake. Yeah.
It was Damien at that point, and Damien didn't want to play ball at all. Wanted to leave the ring as soon as he got there. And if you watch carefully, in some of the rumbles when Jake comes out with the snake, he's got a snake wrangler with him.
Oh,
Yeah. But anyway,
and I thought
coming
he
back.
could control snakes
So
by himself.
so there was a snake, there was a parrot, and Fifi the French poodle with Fifi the French poodle with Rene Dupree and Taz on commentary during the Royal Rumble. If for nothing else, you go back and watch old Royal Rumbles to listen to Taz on commentary. It's hilarious. It's absolutely. He's sitting there next to JR the entire time, telling
Hmm.
him to say his catchphrases.
The slobber knocker.
No, literally he tells him, say slobberknocker, say slobberknocker. And then he says, say stomp a model hole and walk it dry. Say it. Like the entire time. It's off the Taz on commentary Taz on commentary, period. Look, they haven't got the same level of Taz that they have now in AEW, but Taz,
Yeah.
WWE, specifically the Royal Rumble, it is absolute gold. It's almost, I would put it almost as good as, I won't say McAfee, Monsoon and Jesse Ventura, right up there, like that level of good.
And I think one of the people in the comment section corrected us. The Coco Beware segment that you're referring to was in Royal Rumble 1990. I think that was the first one that Hulk Hogan won when he won two in a row.
1990
Yeah.
and 1991. Thankfully, it didn't mean anything at that point in time because you didn't get anything for winning the Rumble.
Yeah, I think the tradition only started in 93 with
Yes.
Yokozuna. Yeah. All right, so we went on quite a tangent there. Getting back on track with this card, the rumored match, Katana Chance, Caden Carter versus the former Kabuki Warriors, now part of Damage Control, Asuka, your favorite, Asuka and Kairi Sane. I'm going with Asuka and Kairi Sane because that would add more fuel to the fire of Damage Control, because then you'll have Io Sky as the WWE Women's Champion, and you'll have two tag champs, giving them fuel to kick out Bailey, because I think that's happening in the Rumble.
And I think one of I'm going to agree with you, but that is going to tie into a debut. I think is going to happen at the Rumble. I think we're going to see it. No. We saw them together at the Impact Zone a few weeks back when Naomi, I know for certain, is debuting at the Rumble. Is coming back out the Rumble.
Wait, her contract is done?
Yes,
at Impact?
and she lost the title, and she
I know
dropped
she
the
lost the
title.
title, but I didn't know her
Yes,
contract was up. Oh,
and if you watch the end of that, you watched How to Kill the other day. Did you not see that?
I skipped a lot of them. I only watched the X Division matches. I
You guys
literally only cared about the X
what?
Division.
I don't believe you guys. The best part about wrestling happens like before the match and after the match.
No.
Okay. They're all
What about the
pretty
actual match
much up
itself?
there. But you guys.
Okay, well, someone in the comments just kind of corrected us. I guess you could say, he likes to always be, I've taken over his role, and he can't
know
handle it.
what's happening on SmackDown, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, he would. Well, he would. Someone who have beers with Vince after hours. They hang out, they talk about mustaches and facial hair. So, anyways, regardless, the match is happening. I'm predicting new champs. I'm supposing you're predicting new champs as well.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the official card of the Royal Rumble 2024. We're going to start off with the first undercard title match. You know what I'm talking about, the United States Championship. That is Logan Paul, the social media, I don't know what you want to call him, megastar, I don't know, versus your favorite wrestler, one of your favorite wrestlers at least, the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. Since it's one of your wrestlers, I can see the frustration on your face. You're going to go first. What do you think?
I want to say Kevin Owens is going to win. I want to say so badly Kevin is going to win, but I think that a bottle of Prime or something is going to come out and help Logan Paul.
KSI.
Something is going to happen. Maybe they launch a new flavor and that flavor comes out. Hold on. Okay. Seeing that our erstwhile former colleague is in the comments, let me take a page out of his book. I don't have any tinfoil down here. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me challenge Vass. Some whatever this is type of booking. So
Didn't say yet.
I see Logan Paul doing how would I put this? Like a everybody seems to be using the mist nowadays. He's going to have some Prime in his mouth, spit it out, Kevin Owens, and there you go. That's how he wins. Okay, then we come back to the normal people. I don't know how he does it though. That felt weird.
So he's going to turn into
He's
Tajiri for one night.
probably going to he's going to channel the great Mota, and I mean we can see he's a wrestling fan. Oh, there we go.
His brother's going to help him. So we're going to see Jake Paul. He's going to come out and be like, "It's every day, bro." Do you know when Jake Paul dropped that music video, "It's Everyday Bro"? And I saw it. Someone told me about it. I didn't know about it by myself. Someone told me you should check it out. So I was like, okay, I don't even know who Jake Paul is.
Well, this
And
is
I
the
saw
first
him do
I'm
that
hearing
dance.
about it.
When he did the dance with this motion and said, "It's everyday, bro," I thought he was talking about something else. Because this means something
I
else to me.
still think he's talking about something else. But
So
I
I've not
know. Okay, look, I have never watched one of their videos, um, one of their YouTube things.
except the one.
I know there was something that they did in that Japanese forest and things like that. That yeah, they almost got cancelled for. But aside from that, um, thankfully, my knowledge about what the Paul brothers do, aside from the occasional matches and the hydration drinks and everything else, is thankfully very little. I know very little about them, and I'd like to keep it that way. That being said, the guy can wrestle. The guy can wrestle. He's legit. I mean, we've seen now at least two celebrities that have come out and they can actually work a match. We can see them. I mean, that spot, that spot with Ricochet and him last year, man, that will go down in Rumble history. That will be played on the same level as Shawn Michaels skinning the cat and almost
They
being
mentioned
eliminated.
they mentioned that specific move when they were doing the 2023 year in review. It is the most rewatched on TikTok video. That spot.
If you watch that, even now, even after this, and if you go off and watch that, it still looks incredible. It still looks you, even though you know it's coming, even though you know that move is being loaded up, and you know exactly what the sound, that impact, it's unbelievable. It's
Impact, no
unbelievable.
pun intended.
It's you know what? As much as I give Logan Paul crap about all these other social media things, the guy can work. The guy can work. He knows where his character is. He knows what to say. He's got that heel persona down to a T. To a T. Obviously, yeah, there's going to be shenanigans. I don't see a clean loss. Maybe he does have a clean win against Owens to solidify him as a legitimate wrestler. Owens is the type of guy that will put you over like that. I could see that happening as well. Yeah, but definitely no way Owens drops that title. Maybe at Mania.
You
Maybe.
mean no way Logan drops the
Oh,
title?
he's aligned himself with the Theory and Grayson Waller.
Yeah, I saw that. They could get
Maybe they do
involved.
something
Remember
there.
that feud is still there. That
Yep.
feud is still lingering. Two faces, one punch. Um, got to get back to giving Nash some background noise on YouTube. Enjoy it, guys. What does
I
that
don't know what
mean?
that is.
I okay. I think that commenter is drunk.
I think
Whatever.
I
Carry
think
on.
he's got aluminium poisoning from so
Yeah,
much.
too many things for a hat. Maybe he's just getting drunk with Vince at a bar somewhere. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, I'm with you on that one. Logan Paul's winning. There's no way Kevin Owens wins. Probably cleanly. You remember that Logan Paul still has that metal in his hand.
Yep.
That'll come into play. So yeah, definitely Logan Paul for the win. It will be a good match. Moving on to the second title match. This is the only two title matches on the show. The second one is for the.
Ooh.
That's what I'm
Okay.
looking forward to. I always like multi-man matches, which is why WrestleMania 2000, as much as everyone hates it, was one of my favorite WrestleManias. For that reason, I love multi-man matches. We have the WWE Universal Champion, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table until a certain great one takes over, Roman Reigns, defending his title in the Fatal 4-Way match against AJ Styles. Who's the other guy? It's AJ Styles. There's 4 guys, right? So it's AJ Styles. Now I'm going to mention like one last. Oh, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Yep.
And you know whose game it is. Will everybody say it? LA Knight. Yeah.
I was gonna do the R-Truth thing and put some tape on here and make it a LA Knight vest, but I couldn't find any tape.
R-Truth got instantly popular thanks to the Judgment Day. Who
Dude,
knew? Who knew?
truth, and if they gave out title matches just based on popularity, R-Truth would be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns, and I would not be sad about that one bit. I would not be. I know your face says a lot, but if they announced somehow, some way that R-Truth, instead of CM Punk or Cody Rhodes or whoever else, R-Truth, picture it with me. R-Truth versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I would not be mad about it one bit. One bit. Wouldn't be mad about it. If R-Truth finished his story at at WrestleMania, I would look, to quote Simon Miller, goofy wrestling for life. I am there for it. 100%. I wouldn't be mad. Not even a little. I know the internet would melt down. I know everybody would. There'd be so much of hate for it. I would love every second of it. I would be insufferable. You would not be able to have a conversation with me for weeks on end. I would be in little actual job meetings. Like, do you guys know who R-Truth is? Probably get in a load of trouble, but yes, I would say that.
All I can say is, look at this face. Would you? I would rather have Otis dethrone Roman Reigns than freaking R-Truth. Hey, you said you were liking up on
This
him.
version of Otis, yes, maybe this version of Otis does work. But he is going back a little bit to that old. I think I'm a heavy machinery type thing going on
Yeah.
again. But I don't know. It's not as bad as it used to be.
You're softening up on him.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's
Okay.
go quickly, and then I'm gonna hit you with another question.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to this match, Fatal 4-Way. I love multi-man matches. I've said it before. Roman Reigns is winning, no doubt about it. None of these 3 guys are going to win. Roman Reigns is going on to WrestleMania to probably face The Rock in the main event. I see it going that way based off that promo with after Jin beating up Jinder a few weeks ago on day 1. So I'm going with Roman Reigns for the win. AJ Styles not winning it. Randy Orton's not winning it. LA Knight, is not winning it. Roman Reigns is retaining the title. The only place, after 3 or 4 years of being champion, the only place he can drop it is at WrestleMania. That would make sense. So I'm going with Roman Reigns for the win. I'm looking forward to this match. It's going to be a great match. AJ Styles, Randy Orton, LA Knight, all can do very well. So I'm very much looking forward to this match. What's your thoughts?
I want to start by asking you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Does The Rock versus Roman Reigns need a title? Does that match need a title? Because I can
Not
see,
necessarily.
let's say, let's play devil's advocate here. Let's play devil's advocate. That match is such a big marquee match. It's being hyped up, even on that show, the Rock show as well, Young Rock. There was at one point, there's a clip as well where his little cousin is like wrestling him, and he says, "Don't you want to wrestle me, Dwayne or The Rock?" And he says that type of match, there's like a voiceover. That type of match can only happen at WrestleMania, right? It's big enough, it's hyped enough that it doesn't need a title. We do not need to see Roman Reigns lose to The Rock for the title. That's one, right? I think they take the title, tinfoil booking. I will give you that. But I would think it would be better for, again, halfway during the thing, The Rock's music hits during the main event. The Rock's music hit during the main event, and he comes out. Doesn't need to do anything. Doesn't need to do anything. Pulls the bloodline away from the ring, because that's been his saving grace for a while now. Afasika told him to come there. The tribal leaders told him to come, and pulls the guys away, and Roman loses at the Rumble. That being said, maybe we see Reigns versus The Rock at Elimination Chamber. Maybe we see that happening. Jacob Fatu is in the mix as well. I told you that earlier in the week. Jacob Fatu is now at Reality of Wrestling with Booker T. How do we know he's not being groomed to get up to WWE? How do we not know there's going to be a proper bloodline feud? Jey Uso's still around. Naomi is coming back. There's lots of things in the mix here. I'm just saying, there's lots of things that could happen. Well, your sound is gone.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
We keep predicting every year that the bloodline is going to melt down, that everything is going to come to an head,
I
The Rock's going to come
know.
back, Naomi's going to come back, but it never ends up going in that direction. But this year, because of The Rock, I think it might happen.
He's
Roman
there.
Reigns' run, Roman Reigns' reign as champion might actually be coming to an end now. I think
There's so many things that could happen. And just remember, there's still the money in the bank briefcase that's out in the wild. CM Punk is still in the mix. Cody Rhodes is still in the mix. There's Rollins' injury at this point in time. We're not sure if it's completely. I don't know. I don't know if it's 100% legit or not, or whether that could work into the whole thing. But they are for the first time. Do you really just think about this? For the first time in years, there's like maybe about 8 or 9 different computations, different things that could happen going into WrestleMania. There's like things that could actually happen going into WrestleMania. This is the time to be a fan, guys. Come on, this is what we've been waiting years for. We've been waiting years for things like this to happen. All the storylines could go. Gunther is still in the mix. Gunther is still there as well. Anything could happen. Literally anything could happen. I'm going to, and I know I hate doing this, but I am going to bravely sit on the fence this time. I'm going to be brave and sit on the fence and tell you I have no idea what's going to happen in this match. I'm not going to say the tribal chief is going to lose, because he is my tribal chief. But at the same time, The Rock was there first. It's always been Rocky first. And I don't know. We could have, I mean, they gave us tribal warfare last year, remember? Maybe they were just setting it up to have tribal warfare part 2, to give us some insight into how the whole thing works. That's putting it out there. Who says at Elimination Chamber? Who says at Elimination Chamber it has to be guys coming out of those chambers at different times?
That's how it works. The chamber's closed.
Really?
Only the people in the pods can be released.
Really. If you want to have tribal combat and it's in Australia, New Zealand is not far away, man. Samoa is not far away. All I'm saying is, if you want to switch it up at Elimination Chamber, Roman Reigns versus The Rock inside Elimination Chamber, everybody else from the bloodline is locked into a pod.
Tinfoil hat booking, but I see your point.
And
I see your point.
And Trips is one of those guys that like to skew certain things and look at things in a different way. It could happen. Or they could have tribal combat like that, and at every different interval, somebody else comes out.
Like war
somebody
game.
on team, something like war games, but at a different interval, you have somebody from Team Reigns coming out, Bloodline come out, or Team Rock come out. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, it comes back to Jacob being in the mix, and Jay being in the mix, Jimmy being in the mix. Everything is there. It could happen. I'm not saying it will, but it could. Okay, let me ask you a question.
All
Rumble
right.
trivia. Two wrestlers
Mm-hmm.
have entered multiple rumbles in one night. Give me both their names. You know one. One is very easy.
Mick Foley.
There we go.
The same night. I'm struggling with the second one. I think it's there, but I can't access those
And when I
files.
say it, it's
I'm
going to
gonna
hurt your
smash
head
my face.
even more. Nia
So okay.
Jax.
I hate women's rumble matches now.
Nia Jax has entered two different rumbles on the same night.
That's the footnote you should mention. There's only one wrestler to enter the same rumble match
No.
more than once.
I phrased it the way I did for reasons. Okay? Phrasing!
You could also say who has wrestled more than once on the night of the rumble. You got Ziggler in there, you got Brock Lesnar in there. All of them have wrestled in other matches and then the rumble later on.
Or you could ask another question. Who has been eliminated the most during one rumble?
Once you go over the top rope, you're eliminated.
No.
What do you mean more than one?
Who has been eliminated out of the rumble more than once in one night? Who's been eliminated the most?
In the same rumble.
Same rumble. Who's gotten thrown over the rope more than once? Let's put that out there. Come on. It's right there. I can see it. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Come on, Mr. Choppy PP guy.
Buffer. Did you say
There you go. Tie and tie. And right here is where you put that image of Funaki being dumped over face first out of the ring.
How do I not remember this?
Dude, it is the most insane rumble because there were so many run-ins during that rumble. And it wasn't just Kai and Tai. The Mean Street Posse also did the same thing. They came out when Farouk was in there and they managed to get Farouk eliminated. And they came out again when JBL was in there. And well, at that point it was just Bradshaw because he was part of the APA. And he beat the absolute tar out of them and eliminated all three. Eliminated all three of them.
Wasn't it Brent's one?
No.
One?
I think it might have actually been 2000 because it was
The Rock. The one that Big Show won, actually. Rock's feet touched the ground. He went over the top rope. His feet touched the
Big
ground.
Show never won a Rumble.
Big Show won that Rumble. We all saw the footage in the replay. They just ignored it. That is why we had a fatal
Yes,
four at
but
WrestleMania.
then
A
again, we
McMahon
ignore a lot.
in every corner.
We ignore a lot of things, stats about previous Rumbles. There's guys that have been there, 1, 2, 3, third longest in the overall Rumble, and we don't even know his name anymore. He was, yes, first longest,
Here
that
we go.
Gunter, over, like in a single, we're not going cumulative. So
Okay.
it's Gunter, right?
Right.
1 minute, 11 seconds last year. Then Rey Mysterio, 102.15, and that was in 2006. And
Yeah.
then in 2004, there was a guy at 1 minute and 1 second. Nobody knows who this guy is. We've never heard of him before. We've never seen him ever again. But yes, let's move along.
Oh yeah, that was the year that WrestleMania had Shawn Michaels versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event.
Yes,
that was a good one.
Nobody else was in there.
No, there was just there was confetti falling in the sky. Eddie Guerrero was hugging himself. That was amazing.
Hugging himself.
That was amazing, and everyone was just so happy to see Eddie so happy.
And he was just in there hugging himself, being happy. Okay, so let's go. Let me ask you another stat, right?
Okay.
Most number of eliminations in a Rumble match.
Are we going with the men's or the women's Rumble?
Let's just go highest number overall, cumulative.
It's either no, it wasn't that guy. Okay, originally in the beginning, I do remember that the most eliminations was Kane, right?
Okay.
In a single Rumble.
No.
But I don't know if he
we're talking
holds that record.
cumulative. We're talking lifetime.
Oh.
Lifetime is Kane. It is Kane on 46. 46. But here's a stat for you. I think if you look at average, Austin has the most because he's appeared in 6 and he's got 36 eliminations.
Wow.
Okay. I see my wife is sending me messages to wrap it up. So
Okay, so let's go with the Women's Rumble. Since we're talking about Royal Rumbles. Women's Royal Rumble match 2024. I'm 100% sure about who I'm picking to win because of the promo. It's going to be Becky Lynch. I'm going with Becky Lynch to win the Rumble. She's going to go on to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Don't know, maybe Ripley drops the title at Mania. It's been 1 year since she's been champion to Becky. I don't know, but that's a story for another day. But for my winner, it's going to be Becky Lynch. What number she comes out in, I don't know, but yeah.
Okay, first thing, do you think they do a repeat winner in the Women's Rumble already?
They've never had a repeat winner yet, right?
They've only had since 2018. They've had a Rumble since 2018. So it's 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021.
Okay, so who's won? Who's won? I think Rhea's won one. Bianca's won one.
At the top, it's Asuka, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair,
right?
Bianca, Ronda Rousey, and Rhea Ripley.
So the only logical repeat winner there would be Becky, because we're Charlotte. I don't.
No, I don't.
She doesn't. She's not.
I don't. No, Charlotte's not going to be around for a while.
Gonna augment her breasts more.
No, she's like bad injury, dude. Like bad injury. I've seen the rehab stuff on well, everywhere. That's gonna take a while. She's probably gonna be out for a year.
Oh.
But
okay.
Becky, I could see that probably happening. Maybe they do the same thing because on the women's rumble, the number that keeps coming up there, they've had two previous winners from it, is number 28. So maybe they try and do a whole number 27 thing like they used to do. Hey, Tristan.
Yeah, hi Tristan. I waved at him. I don't know if you
So
know
maybe they do a
him.
whole number 28 thing again. And remember what I told you the other day. There's only one repeat men's winner that has won from the same number. And that's Batista. And I think Batista has won. Yeah, Batista's winning number was 28. So you might be onto something there. So maybe um, Becky comes in again at number 28 and wins. I want to see lots of debuts in this Rumble. I want to see lots of people coming back. I would not be mad to see um, Sasha Banks come back. I would not. I would not be mad. Not even a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad but if she returned and she won it, um,
One thing I'm
maybe.
looking forward to in the Rumble
Whoa,
is
whoa,
seeing
whoa.
Nia Jax thrown over the top rope and then screaming about her hole again.
Hold on, hold on. There is somebody else that could win, or come close to winning. Bailey, and they could run back the whole
Yeah.
evolution thing. They could run back the whole evolution story using her instead of Batista in there. I could see that happening.
Maybe. Oh, that would make a great storyline. That would be incredible. Versus Io Shirai.
Yep, there we go. There
Ah,
we go. Exactly. Um, who else? What else? Those are the only those like only three people I see really like credibly winning the women's Royal Rumble. I don't think anybody from NXT. Nikita Lyons, maybe if they want to pull the trigger on her, but I think it's still a
I
bit
think she needs
early
some
for
more.
her. Yeah. So Bailey, um, Sasha Banks if she comes back, or Becky. That's my three.
Those are solid guesses, and all could viably challenge for a champion that would fit so well with their storyline. Either way, whether Bailey wins or not, I do see it's going to be her versus Io Shirai. Now that I think about it, at WrestleMania, I really think that's the way it's going
Yeah.
to go, and that's going to be Damage Control Crumble. Moving on now to the men's Royal Rumble 2024. This one is easy to predict. This one's easy
Is
to
it?
predict. It's
Is it really?
obvious. It's obvious. Roman Reigns already has his challenge set for him at WrestleMania. Whether title or not, he's already got his WrestleMania. His WrestleMania table is set for him.
Right?
Seth Rollins has had interactions that has set his table for him at WrestleMania, and it's obvious. It's obvious. I mean, I don't even have to say the name. You just look in my eyes. What do you see? The cult of
You're
personality.
here to make money and not friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do you think I set up PWC to make
There
money?
we go. But to be very honest with you, I don't. Yeah, I can't fault you one bit. One bit.
It's obvious.
I'm sure. I'm sure CM Punk wouldn't have come back just to be a number in the Rumble. And they've kept him pretty much working a light schedule so that he doesn't pick up any injuries or anything else. I think they've learned a lot from Rhodes coming in and working the matches that he did. Um,
Yeah.
I think that was the reason why they brought him in at number 30 as well for his win. Um, I could see that happening. I could see Punk coming in. I the only thing is, does he come in early?
I think there's only three spots that CM Punk could enter at. There's only three spots because there's no way I see Punk running down the ramp while his music is playing. His music is meant for him to waltz down the ramp, take his time, pose on the turnbuckles. Literally, there's only two spots you can do that in. The other one, you could take your time unless there's a muddle in the ring, which it usually is, unless when you get down to the end of it, only number 29 or is left there. There's only one person in the ring, and then number 30 comes out, and he can take his time to pose. But I think he's either going to enter at number 1 or 2. Because if you remember the last Rumble Punk was 2014. He came in at number 1, and he got tossed up the end by Kane. So maybe they'll run it back and do the story a little bit differently this time. He comes in at either number 1 or 2, and goes all the way to the finish to win. Because
remember,
entrance
we've
is
had number 1 winners very recently. We've had Edge in 2021, and last year Rhea Ripley did it from number 1 as well.
I think they're abusing those numbers too much. Number 30 and number 1, it's being abused.
Just by the way, until very recently, number 30 only had 2 people win from it. For the
Taken Cena.
From 2007, 2008, we had 2 winners at 30. And then from then until 2016, nobody won from 30. And I think that was Brock, if I'm not mistaken. And then, let's see, 2016. Let's see who won in 2016.
No, 2016 was the one where Triple H.
Triple H
Triple
H was the winner in there. And then, the last 2 years has been from 30. So I don't think they're going to do 30 again.
It's going to be either number 1 or 2. And I'm hoping it's number 2.
What is there a number? Is there a number that's synonymous with CM Punk? How many years has he been out?
9. I don't see him coming at 9.
Nobody's won.
I don't see a random number for Punk.
9 isn't a winning number. So
999.
He's probably going to be a really early number, so he does his whole entrance. Or
I just thought about this when I just said 999 like a German just now. You know who could enter at 9? Gunther. It would work so perfectly.
And with that,
and for the women's rumble, Nia Jax enters at 9.
Going away now, and this is the last ever episode. On that really bad joke. Thanks, man, for putting us off the air permanently.
And Nia Jax will enter at number 9 in the women's and get thrown out. And then jump on the apron.
Nash, go away. I've got stuff to do.
All right, guys. So thanks for joining us on this Rumble predictions. I know it was a bit shorter than you liked, but we have lives. So
that's what she said. That's what she said.
That's what she said. It was too quick.
It was too short. Okay. And now really that's us being cancelled and we're going.
See you guys if we have a next time. Bye.
Probably that's the last ever show.